What should you do if you apply for disability benefits and Social Security administratively at the initial application or reconsideration stage issues an approval, says they find you disabled, but they use a different onset date that reduces or eliminates most of the past due benefits you are claiming? What should you do? I'm Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security disability attorney representing clients throughout the country. And this is a tough problem, tough question, because on one hand, if Social Security is going to approve you, it's very difficult to say, I want to appeal that and turn that down, not get the benefits and take the risk that I get in front of a judge who will just deny me entirely. But on the other hand, if you're giving up a year and a half, 2 years of past due benefits, that could be $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, a lot of money. So the way I analyze it is this. First of all, first and foremost, I think you got to look at the evidence very, very clearly without, with as little bias as possible, because when I'm looking at a case, when I take a case in, if I think, well, this case, it's a decent case, but there's some problems there. Maybe there's some drug and alcohol use, or there's a gap in treatment, or there is conflicting medical evidence. If that's the situation and Social Security is going to approve you, you might want to say, I'm not willing to take the chance that a judge is going to look at this and make a different decision. So that's one thing. I think you have to be very, very realistic about what the evidence shows in your case, because again, if you turn it down, if you turn down an approval, then you won't get any money and you may end up with nothing at all, and it's going to take another year and a half before you find out. So it's a tough call to make. I think the second thing is when you're looking at the denial, or the approval rather, you need to kind of determine how much money you're talking about. If they cut you back by 3 or 4 months. So for example, if you applied and you said, I became disabled in March of 2018, and they found you disabled as of July of 2018, you're looking at 3-4 months. I probably would not let that get in the way of accepting that and going ahead and just letting the Social Security process the paperwork, and obviously not going to a hearing and basically receiving what they pay you, assuming that your date last insured for disability is not impacted, which I'll get to in a second. But if you're talking about $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, you got to think twice. Maybe you should appeal it and take your chances with the judge, because look, if Social Security is going to approve it administratively, that's sort of a signal that it's a pretty good case. So you get in front of a judge, is it really likely the judge is going to just flat out turn you down? Not necessarily, probably not. And if, in many cases, the judge at worst would just give you make a partially favorable decision, change the onset date to what Social Security said anyway. So you may not be taking that big a risk. It just really depends on the facts of your case. Now, the one caveat, which I just talked about briefly, was your date last insured. When you apply for disability benefits, there is a date when your credits for SSDI run out. And typically, if you've been working full-time, it's about 5 years after you stop working, because you've got to be insured for 5 out of the 10 years prior to becoming disabled. So one thing it's really important to know is, what is your date last insured for SSDI? Sometimes we call it the DLI, because again, you don't want to accept an approval that is after your date last insured. That will put you in SSI only territory. So that is a really important bit of information to know. You may be able to get it from your My Social Security statement, or sometimes it's on the paperwork, but at the very least it's worth a call to Social Security. What is my date last insured? Because you don't want to accept a modified onset date that is past your date last insured, because again, now you're out of SSDI territory, you're in SSI land, which has got a lot of problems with it in terms of offsets and things like that, much less money involved. So you kind of need to know that. But that's how I would approach this. I wouldn't say absolutely accept the new date, or I wouldn't say absolutely challenge it and go forward with your case. But just be aware that there are risks and benefits, and you've got to kind of make that risk-benefit analysis and make a decision about what you want to do. And this is really where a good lawyer can help you understand the facts of the situation and where you're at, what the case looks like in terms of how strong it is, and you can make the right decision for you and your family. Visit me online at ssdanswers.com. I have a free Secrets to Winning Disability Survival Kit. that's delivered by email. I also have a case evaluation form. You can ask me to review your case. Happy to take a look at it and let you know what I think. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give it a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I've also got a Facebook page, which I would encourage you to go visit that. A lot of new stuff I'm posting on that frequently. And again, leave me comments. Let me know what you think. Any suggestions for other videos? Happy to hear from you. So for now, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, wishing you the best. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the survival kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include: how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. The 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case. And a topic that every disability claimant wants to know: how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.